So my probably earliest memory of Manya Uncle was when I just have this memory of being very little and being at home, and this man with a twinkle in his eye and just smiley and very happy sitting down, and he said to me, "And do you know what my last name is?" And I didn't know, and he said, "Reggae." And I thought he was joking. I thought he was teasing me because that's our last name. And I had not met anybody in this country with that name other than our family. So we must be family way, way, way back, and in many ways. And we wanted to come up and say something, but the best way we know how to is in song. And so the song that came to us is a song called Today, which actually was one my father loved so much too, and seemed very appropriate for Manya Uncle in the ways that he lived for today. And we're going to wing it. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. 1,000,000 tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine today. I'll be a dandy and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the song that I sing. I'll feast at your table and sleep in your clover. Who cares what tomorrow will bring? Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. 1,000,000 tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine today. I can't be contented with yesterday's glories. I can't live on promises, winter to spring. For now is my moment, today is my story. I'll laugh and I'll cry and I'll sing. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. 1,000,000 tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine today. I'll just share that our families go way back to Rhode Island, where we lived, and when they were in Newton. But so we do have these memories of them from really Gladys and Manya. I didn't even get to know Josna because you're 10 years older than me, and that was a huge distance when we were, 8 or whatever. But I do remember having them come to our home many times, especially I'm remembering our graduation. That was our graduation from college and high school at the same time. I remember them coming too. But it was a special thing. My mom, Lalita over there, she was remembering how their family was, Manya spoke Marathi, is from that, speaking that same language, and the community was small in those days. And even though we lived in Providence and Newton seemed far away, that was sort of where the Indian community was, and they would gather together in different places and came to our house quite a lot. And it was in our home that, in our living room, that the Marathi Mandal started, which was a gathering of Marathi-speaking families, and started holding functions and
they were put on plays and, you know, family music and all sorts of things, food. And that was a really important part of our life too. So I'll always be inspired by Manya's vitality and zest for life. And it's great to be here together celebrating his life.
And Maya and Siddhartha did the flowers that you see on all the tables. They took charge of all the flowers. I'm so glad that you sang because Dad loved music, all kinds, very eclectic. I mean, he loved Indian classical vocalists and he loved opera, and he always used to have the Classic Arts Showcase on Channel 15 going on all weekend, and he used to, in Greece, he learned a Greek song and used to perform it at parties and to great applause, and he just really, I remember him singing a song which I didn't recognize, and I said, "What is that song, Dad?" I thought it was some Indian song. He said, "It's one of your songs." And I said, "What song is it?" And it was "Can't Buy Me Love" by the Beatles, and he sang it. "Can't buy me love," like that, and I thought it was some Indian song. But so anyway, he just thought he would. You were perfect song.
Hello, my name is Melinda, and I am Sally's sister-in-law. I'm not used to doing something like this, but after hearing all the stories about her dad, I feel like this is appropriate. My dad died very young. He was 47 years old, and I was only 17. And a friend, back in '78, gave me this little piece of paper with this saying on it that I have kept in a bigger pocketbook all these years. I am fully convinced that the soul is indestructible and that its activity will continue through eternity. It is like the sun, which to our eyes seems to set in the night, but it has in reality only gone to diffuse its light elsewhere. And I shall think of him diffusing his light elsewhere.
Everyone, we have a lot of leftovers. If people want to take foil and take something home, please do, because we have way more than we can use. So I encourage you to take something home. We also have the beautiful arrangements. So aside from the larger ones that people have sent, some of the smaller ones, please, whoever thinks that will beautify their home with my dad's spirit, please take one too. Thank you.
And also these little diyas, Diwali, the Indian Festival of Light, is coming up later in the month, and Dad always loved going to that festival. And so these little diyas you can light and remember him. And so please, if you like, take one of those that are on the tables as well.
Also remember there are what they call prayer cards over there with my dad's picture and a poem on the back, and there are also prints of his paintings. Please feel free to take one or two or whatever touches you. They're all there.
Tell them
I just want to, so I'm a good friend of the family, and I'm very glad to meet you. Very glad to meet you. Nice to meet you. How are you? Sure, pleasure. Nice to I'm responsible for him. He's always having like his salary will come. So aren't you glad to meet you?